Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Just gonna make sure that everything is working properly before we start talking about this new signing the Man United have just announced. Lisandro Martinez from Ajax. Let me just make sure everything is working properly with the sound and everything. Okay, so I think everything is working properly. So let's just wait for a few more people to join the live stream, so we can have a little chat about this new signing that Man United have just announced. Let me also tweet out the stream a little bit so we can have some more people joining in. Let me tweet out the stream. So obviously this is United's third signing of the window. A transfer window that started really slow for United is kind of picking up, but still not enough to make up the lost ground over the last couple of seasons. And Lisandro Martinez is a lot of money for a player who is, in my opinion, might not be 100% Premier League ready. Obviously, he's a very versatile player. He can play in lots of different positions. He can play as a centre back. Obviously, that is his main position. But he can also play as a defensive midfielder, which is very interesting. And I think this might be something that Ten Hag might have brought him in for. And also, he can also play as a left back. So let me tweet out the stream. So for anyone that is joining in the stream, don't forget to drop some comments. Drop all your thoughts in the chat about any transfer. We're gonna mainly talk about Lisandro Martinez here today. But if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, just type it in the comments below, and we'll have a little talk about it. Okay. So as you can see here, the official fee is £55 million, 57 million euros, plus a 10 million euro add-on. Obviously, it's a lot of money, a lot of money. Arsenal were also interested in Lisandro Martinez. I think they were mainly interested in him as a left back. But United have got his signature. It is some sort. It's a very, very weird player. I'm not 100% sure how to feel about him yet. It's obviously, as I said, a lot of money for a player that might not be Premier League ready. The biggest problem with him, if he's going to play as a centre back, is his height. I think, from what I've read, I think he's going to be the shortest centre back in the Premier League this season, which is obviously going to be some sort of problem. But he's a very, very good technical. He's a very good technically, very good footballer. He has a lot of advantages, and the interesting thing, as I said before, is did they actually buy him as a defensive midfielder? I think that there might be something in there because United haven't really sold many centre backs, and there's a lot of centre backs in the club right now. There's a lot of them, and it will be very interesting to see where Eric Ten Hag sees Lisandro Martinez playing, because defensive midfield is a position that United haven't had an actual good player in 8-10 years. It's been a long time. It's a massive gap that this team has had over the last couple of seasons. A good defensive midfielder, and his build does fit the role a bit, in my opinion. I think he might fit a little bit better as a defensive midfielder or as a left back than a centre back from what I've seen of him. Obviously, things can change. but I think it would be very interesting to see him as a central defensive midfielder. So for anyone that's joining in the stream, don't forget to drop all your thoughts about this new signing and any different signings that are happening currently. Obviously, Christian Eriksen was also announced yesterday by Man United on a free. A very, very weird transfer. I'm not 100% certain why United have signed Christian Eriksen on a 3-year deal. A player that had a heart attack 1 year ago. It is a weird signing. Obviously, it is on a free, but I think he's going to be earning a lot of money, and it's a 3-year deal as well. So that's a bit of a weird one. And obviously, Tyler Malacia was the first signing of the club, a left back. That was a very solid signing, just 15 million euros, I think. That is a very good signing in my opinion. Lisandro Martinez obviously is the big money signing so far, as we are still waiting on what will happen with Frankie de Jong's situation in Barcelona and if he's going to sign. Frankie de Jong is another player that I'm not 100% keen on. I don't know. It's just a lot of Eredivisie players. I don't know. I don't know how they're all gonna work out. Frankie hasn't been amazing for Barcelona. Obviously, another big problem is that the guy doesn't actually want to leave the club. He wants to stay with Barcelona, and I wouldn't want players to sign that don't even want to come to the club. But let's continue talking about Lisandro Martinez. Do you have any new posts? Oh, so this is very interesting. A comparison between Martinez and Maguire. Obviously, Maguire had more games played. Obviously, there's a major difference in the Eredivisie and the Premier League. But this doesn't look great. This doesn't look great. Just 57.7% tackle success. Less than Maguire, less blocks per 90 than Maguire. Has more tackles, but less tackle success. He's played less games. He has obviously won less aerial duels. And that's the main reason why I don't know if it's going to be a centre-back signing as everyone is thinking. I think there is a chance that Erik ten Hag has signed Lisandro Martinez as a CDM. I think that's what's happening right now. Obviously, if anyone's joining in, I'd love to hear your opinion. What do you think of this signing? What do you think of all the signings that United have made so far about Christian Eriksen, Tyler Malacia, and obviously Lisandro Martinez? And the big rumor as well about Frankie de Jong. Is he going to sign? Do you want him to sign, or is it a lot of money for a player that might not make a major difference to the club? I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on all that. Let me tweet out the stream again if we can get some more people in here to have a little chat about everything. So for anyone that is actually joining in, just don't forget to drop any thoughts you guys have of this signing in the chat so we can have a little talk about it. As I said, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what Erik ten Hag is going to do with Lisandro Martinez. Obviously, a player he knows very well. He was his manager last season as well. He knows him very well. He played him as a centre back throughout most of the year last season. But I think he might have some different plans for him in the Premier League with Man United. Here's some highlights from Lisandro Martinez. Great goal line clearance. And these are the 3 signings that Man United have made so far this season. Tyler Malacia, Christian Eriksen on a free, and Lisandro Martinez. And this is exactly, I agree very much with this guy. 3 good additions, but United are still crying out of a DM. This is the most important thing. Even if you sign Lisandro Martinez as a DM, I think you need an out-and-out defensive midfielder for this team. It's been far too long that United haven't had a good defensive midfielder, and it's really showing over the last couple of seasons. This McTominay-Fred duo obviously doesn't work. We've seen enough of it last season. It doesn't work. It's not good enough. And with the whole Ronaldo situation, even if he is going to stay in the end, you need another striker. You need another striker because Ronaldo obviously cannot play 50 games in a season. He's 38 years old. You need another option up front. And I think you need a right back as well. I'm not impressed by either Diogo Dalot or Wan-Bissaka. They haven't been good. They haven't been great. Diogo Dalot is okay going forward, but he's not great defensively, as we've seen. He's not a player that I would be happy as a first choice right back for United this whole season. And Wan-Bissaka is very, very good defensively, but he cannot do anything going forward. He's not he's not a very talented footballer, obviously. So I think a right back is needed as well. There was some talk about Jonathan Klaus for around £8 million. The French right back, 29 years old. But the main problem is DM, and if Ronaldo's gonna leave, you need at least one striker, maybe even 2 if Ronaldo leaves. Obviously, we're still waiting. We're still waiting on what will happen with between Barcelona and Frankie De Jong. Frankie has gone to Barcelona's pre-season tour in the United States, which is very interesting. Obviously, Frankie De Jong, from what we've heard, is still owed around £18 million from Barcelona. A Barcelona side that has been making a lot of transfers with non-existent money. They've sold their licensing rights. I think 25% of their licensing, or 49 or 25. I don't remember the exact numbers, for the next 25 years. So they've basically sold their future for Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Bernardo Silva. I just don't know what is going on in that club. It's run like an absolute shit show, and I think they might have a lot of problems in the coming years. They could face a lot of big problems if they continue this way. Still waiting for people to join in. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on all these signings. So as I said, it's very interesting to see how Barcelona are signing 60 million Rafinha, 50 for Lewandowski. They signed Cassier. They've signed Christensen on a free. They are looking to sign an £80 million Bernardo Silva, but they still owe money to their current players and asking them to take pay cuts. It's just a very weird run football club. Very weirdly run football club. But back to Lisandro Martinez. Obviously won the Copa America last year with Argentina. He's going to be going to the World Cup with Argentina in November in Qatar. An Argentinian international. He had a very good season last year with Ajax. and he's Man United's newest signing. As currently no one else is joining in the stream, I'm gonna say goodbye. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop the video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. And we'll be back for more videos as well during this transfer window. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.